So nice to have you back because it's been a while,
Yeah.
and there's actually a story behind this, and I think we should get into it. Why don't you tell this tale?
Well, this was going back to the early days of our career, I guess. I was a guest. I was on a couple times.
Yeah.
And you booked me on Valentine's Day, which is cool. It's coming up.
Yeah.
And I did love poems.
Right.
And I did a couple love poems on the show. Andy may or may not remember this. And it went so well.
It went really well.
That you came over during the commercial and said, you know, our next guest, her pre-interview, we're not so sure. She wasn't that interesting. She's kind of new. Can you have a couple more poems? So I sat here and I did a couple more poems.
Right.
And, well, it almost ruined my career as well. Because
yeah, it almost killed both of us because I had to bump the guest, which we never did. We never bumped guests.
She had a movie coming out called Anaconda.
Yeah.
It looked terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe you remember who it was.
Yes, it was J-Lo. I bumped J-Lo. This is like just a couple of years into the show. This is like 1996 or something. I bumped J-Lo, and I'm like, oh, whatever. Oh, my God. And then freak show backstage, and then it turns into this thing, and then she goes on to become the biggest star in the world. And I remembered, I used to look at the footage over and over again of you and I chatting and me saying, well, I went along with Jeff Ross, so we don't have time for J-Lo. It was really fun.
You got stuck with J-Ro. Me.
Yeah, exactly, and our producer.
And it was weird because it was her first talk show, and I just remember being, you know, talking to you and Andy and your crew after the show. Hey, great show. And you just saw this giant butt waddling down the hallway in a huff. She was mad.
All right, well, tell us, what did you do for the Super Bowl?
Oh, my God. I got invited to the worst Super Bowl party ever. It's tomorrow. Why would I want to go to that? Why would I want to go to that?
Kind of a dreary affair.
Actually, I went to Charlie Sheen's house.
Oh.
He had a Super Bowl party, and I never saw him once. He was up in his bedroom the entire party. He was nowhere to be seen. So I was pissed I stole a football. It was a great game, though. A lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And that's just Beyonce's boobs.
You know, Beyonce's backstage. I'm gonna have to bump her, I'm afraid, if you go much longer.
$3,500 a ticket to actually go to the game at the Superdome, which is crazy, because just a few years ago, you could float in on a car door for free. Too soon? It's what I do.
Too soon?
Never too soon, Conan.
What about Grammys? The Grammys are Sunday. Thoughts about the Grammys? You excited?
I love the Grammys. It's the greatest music event of the year, unless you've ever been to an actual concert by anybody. All our questions will be answered on Sunday. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will drown in a bathtub? Wow. What is Bobby Brown here? Lighten up. I'm a music fan. This is my favorite show of the year. I can't wait.
I can tell it's your favorite show.
It is. LL Cool J is hosting again.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a rapper who can pronounce Gautier. Everybody knows somebody like, every guy loves Gautier. They know somebody like Gautier because they're probably having sex with his girlfriend.
So are you going to go to the Grammys or no?
I'll probably watch those at Charlie Sheen's house again.
Yeah.